In the previous session, we have discussed about various metabolic aspects which are taking place in the fed state and inter-organ relationship. In this session, we will be talking about integration of metabolism, metabolic changes during early stages of fasting. The objectives of this session are, at the end of the session, the learner shall be able to describe metabolic changes during early stages of fasting, integration among different organs which are taking place. Okay. Then, few hours after fasting, few hours after meal, we enter early state of fasting. That is, we say early state of fasting. Okay, that means without any dietary intake. Okay. Then, what are the main features which are taking place in the early state or early stages of fasting? When you see after meal, there is increase in blood glucose. Okay. After 2 hours, so there is after 2 hours, it comes to reaches normal level, and from there the level is maintained. How these levels are maintained constantly? How the levels of blood sugar they are maintained constantly, that within the particular range of plasma glucose, where there is no supply of carbohydrates and other nutrients. So hepatic glycogenolysis is because of hepatic glycogenolysis, the glucose is released and those levels are maintained. Simultaneously, lipogenesis is curtailed. That means there is no synthesis of fat. Lipogenesis is curtailed. In addition to this one, breaking down of glycogen, and in addition to this aspect, lactate, pyruvate, and amino acid, they are diverted to process called as gluconeogenesis, synthesis of glucose from non-carbohydrate sources. Okay. In the next step, how this gluconeogenesis is taking place? Suppose if you take lactic acid or lactate is converted into glucose in the liver by cycle known as Cori cycle. Cori cycle becomes active. What is Cori cycle? Initially, glucose goes to the peripheral tissues where it is converted to lactate, pyruvate and lactate. Lactate goes back to liver where it is converted back to glucose. That is, we say it is a Cori cycle. Then, there is a supply of carbon and nitrogen. Okay, so to the liver in the form of alanine. So to the liver and supplied to the liver. In there it is converted to glucose. This happens. Glucose, alanine cycle. In this early stages of fasting, the amino acid catabolism is decreased. Why? As less amino acids are available. These are some of the changes which are taking place in the early stages of fasting. Because when you go to the later stages, fat is also involved, protein catabolism is also taking place. That is not taking place in the early stages of the fasting, where glycogenolysis takes care, and also the lactate and alanine. So they are involved in the gluconeogenesis process. The next objective, the interrelationship we can be better explained in a diagrammatic manner. We have various organs here: liver, pancreas, pancreatic gland, gut, okay, then brain, lymphatic tissues, and RBC, and muscles, and adipose tissue. Here you see from the gut, if you compare with the fed state, here, opposite to that situation, here no supply of nutrients. From the pancreas, so there is a glucagon. Glucagon is released and insulin secretion is decreased. Insulin by glucagon ratio is decreased. So glucagon will have the effect on the liver also. So what happens? In the presence of glucagon, what will happen? The glycogen is broken down by the process of glycogenolysis. Okay, because in the presence of glucagon, there is activation of phosphorylase, the main enzyme of glycogenolysis. Glucose is released. This glucose supplies to brain. Glucose supplies to brain, where it is completely catabolized into CO2 plus H2O. And glucose is also supplied to muscles, where glycolysis process is taking place. So pyruvate formation is taking place. Okay, from this glycogen and glucose, so there is also supply to RBC. RBC cannot function without glucose. So where glucose formation takes place and lactate is released into circulation. The lactate goes back to liver. Also, this pyruvate can be converted to lactate. This lactate also will be added to this pool. Okay. Then, the other aspect is the pyruvate can be converted to alanine. The pyruvate can be converted to alanine. This alanine can be transferred to the liver. Alanine can be transferred to the liver. So it can be converted to glucose through glucose-alanine cycle. Lactate can be converted through Cori cycle. This is as simple as that. When the fasting is prolonged, then more drastic changes will take place. Protein will be catabolized, fat will be, lipolysis is taking place. So that is not here. So because this is early stages of the fasting, those changes will take place at the later stage. That we'll study in the next session. In this session, we have discussed about integration of metabolism, metabolic changes during early stage of fasting. We have took up various issues, how the coordination among many organs is taking place in the early stage of fasting. Okay, let me summarize the above aspects. Okay, during early fasting, what are the points which are to be taken down? So early fasting, immediately after meals, after some time, we enter a fasting stage. Okay, In the immediately after meal, what is the status of blood sugar? The blood sugar levels will increase. The glucose levels are increased. Okay, after 2 hours, as I said, after 2 hours, so they reach normal level and continue to be in that level, and this level is maintained. Okay, that is one point, so we have to take note of it. Okay, so there in this one, there is insulin levels will decrease and glucose levels will glucagon levels will slowly increase. Okay, so that is in the early stage of the fasting. Okay, then hepatic. So how they are maintained, that we have discussed. Hepatic glycogenolysis is active. Glycogenolysis is active and gives glucose. That is another important point. The next one is lipogenesis is curtailed. Lipogenesis is curtailed. No lipogenesis. Okay. Then, so the next point is gluconeogenesis. Gluconeogenesis from lactate, okay, alanine, lactate, alanine, and pyruvate. That is the another important point. Okay, then the finally it is, so the glucose alanine cycle and Cori cycle are active. So these are the various aspects during early fasting stage. Okay, in the next session, we'll discuss about the various changes which take place during starvation. Thank you very much.